from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Henrico School Board members discuss the possibility of redistricting. We'll tell you what they decided in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Friday, November 12th, 2021.
And now for the news.
Well, just as the COVID-19 pandemic began, Henrico schools officials were nearing the end of a comprehensive redistricting process, which they then tabled as a result of the pandemic. Late last year, they decided to hold off on revisiting it until sometime this year. They did so yesterday at a work session, but ultimately concluded that they will not revisit the process at this time. Now, there are 4 schools in the county currently over capacity: Rivers Edge Elementary, Deep Run High, Freeman High, and Glen Allen High. School board member Mickey Ogburn of the Three Chop District, who represents 2 of those schools, said, quote, "We can't redistrict our way out of this problem," end quote. The board's vice chair, Marcy Shea of the Tuckahoe District, said that because of unpredictability of enrollment figures due to the pandemic, now is not the time to begin the process, saying, quote, "It doesn't mean that we are ignoring problems or that we are not going to tackle them, but we are not tackling them right now," end quote. 3 schools in the Three Chop District are currently using trailers as classrooms because of overcrowding. A bond referendum that is scheduled for next November that county officials are working to finalize in the coming months could provide some relief. Jackson Davis Elementary School is one of several slated for an entire rebuild that would add capacity and help alleviate some of that overcrowding. In light of that, Ogburn said she didn't want to have to move any students twice, once now and once the new school is finished, saying, quote, "We're going to have to live with trailers for a while. Help is coming, but it's going to take us a while to get there," end quote. And you can read much more about this topic from our Anna Bryson, who has a full report from yesterday's school board meeting. It's online right now at henricocitizen.com if you click on News and Education. More than 1,100 Henrico children between the ages of 5 and 11 received their first doses of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine during the first week of eligibility for that age group, according to Virginia Department of Health data. In all, 1,128 Henrico children got the vaccine between November 3rd and 10th. That's about 4% of the more than 28,000 children that those ages who live in the county, according to the data. Statewide, 4.9% of all children 5 to 11 have received their first doses of vaccine so far. Now, appointments this week have been a little easier to find than they were last week as more vaccine doses arrived to pharmacies and pediatricians. Richmond and Henrico Health Districts are hosting a vaccination event tomorrow at Fairfield Middle School at 5121 9 Mile Road in Henrico from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for children. You do need to register in advance by calling 205-3501. There are also nearly 600 total available appointment slots for children in the coming days at the Arthur Ashe Center, where a state community vaccination center has been established. You can learn more by visiting vax.rchd.com. A Glen Allen man was ticketed by Virginia Capitol Police yesterday for parking in a tow-away zone during a Veterans Day ceremony at the Virginia War Memorial. Ronald Headland, 60, drove his pickup truck over a sidewalk and parked in a banned area on 2nd Street near the base of the memorial's amphitheater to display a large banner from the back of his truck that had a derogatory message toward President Joe Biden. Then a Chesterfield veteran, 58-year-old Carl Greenow, came down from the amphitheater, climbed into the bed of the truck, and removed his suit jacket in an attempt to cover up the sign. Capitol Police issued him a summons for disorderly conduct and escorted him to his car. He then left the area. Capitol Police are continuing to look into the actions of Headland and speak with the Richmond Commonwealth's Attorney's Office about whether any additional charges will be filed. No one was injured when a home in the far west end caught fire early yesterday morning. It happened just after 3:30 a.m. on Thursday in the 13,000 block of Carriage Pond Court in Wellesley. Fire was shooting through the roof of the home when firefighters arrived. Neighbors told them that no one was home, and that proved to be the case. The home was undergoing renovations. The Henrico Fire Marshal's office is working to figure out what caused the blaze.